Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We are here in Madio, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Media lunch with yourself, Frank, and Mr. Lennox Lewis. First of all, Frank, how are you? You've been enjoying your time? We're kind of in the middle of it all now. It seems surreal.
We're 3 days away, and I'm really looking forward to it. You know, it's been quite an eventful week, and we're coming up to the biggest fight of the 21st century. So how could you not be, be all over this and enjoying every moment of it?
Lennox here, just amazing to have the last undisputed heavyweight world champion. Does it feel like it is a real kind of new era, and it could be the end of this chapter, finally crowning the undisputed heavyweight champion?
One thing for sure it will be. There'll be a winner on Saturday, and they'll be holding the 4 belts. And in Lennox's era, there were 3 belts. So, as I say, the most important fight of the 21st century, no doubt about that. And both boxers are in tremendous shape. Both of them are really jumping out of their skin. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Obviously, you think your man Tyson's going to win, but if he isn't already, does that cement him as a top 3, top 5 heavyweight of all time?
He'd be the best of his generation, and then you've got to start looking at generations. There's a bit of size difference, obviously, because people are bigger now than they were back then, in some ways. But I believe he would be, in any generation, would be there with all of them. He'd give all of them a problem and beat a lot of them.
When we spoke to Tyson at the start of the week, he said his previous opponents, Klitschko, Wilder, Chisora, White, you combine all of their ability and they still don't come up to the level of Alexander Usyk. In that respect, is he still the toughest by a long stretch you'll ever fight?
Well, look, first of all, you've got to look at Usyk's record. He was the best in his weight category in the Olympic Games. He won the gold. He was the best cruiserweight, unified the belts of his generation. He's been a heavyweight for 4.5 years now. He's undefeated fighter, fighting another undefeated fighter in Tyson. They're both at their peak. This is not a young guy taking on an older guy, maybe waiting for the baton to be passed over. This is the 2 of them in there at their best. And we will find out who's the best out of the 2. They're the best 2 heavyweights in the world. And you look at Usyk and you think to yourself, there's a lot of things saying about Tyson's size and his height and that. Well, so's AJ. He was tall and had a better reach, and he managed to negate that. In fact, was out jabbing him, certainly in the first fight. So this is going to be a significant moment in British boxing, world boxing, and certainly in world sport. There's no doubt about it.
Do you feel like this could be the pinnacle of your career when you look back at the full 4+ decades you've done? It could be the biggest.
Well, it could. It certainly could be the biggest, and I think at this moment in time it is the biggest for all the reasons that I just said.
I know we spoke to you yesterday about what happened on Monday with John and everything. I don't really want to dwell on that, but we're not going to see any more of that this week, are we?
We better not. No one wants to see that. We want the fighting in the ring between the two guys that we're here to the people are paying for to see fight. That's all we want. It's unfortunate what happened. Both parties now have sorted that out. They've apologised, and it's done and dusted. We certainly don't want any more of it.
We spoke about Lennox. He's already here. We're hearing just A-list fighter after A-list fighter all wants to be part of this Ring of Fire event. Surely ringside, this could be the most star-studded kind of mat on Saturday night.
Well, it tells you the magnitude of the event. It is what I keep saying it is. When I said last year we're going to have a game changer, it was a game changer. This Riyadh season with His Excellency and putting together these great events. I never thought we'd be getting to this stage, and we've got to this stage now. It just gets better and better, and it's breaking all records. We are now sitting in the capital of world boxing, Riyadh.
John Fury said yesterday that Tyson's days of fighting in Great Britain are over, and they don't appreciate him, and they've missed out on an opportunity. I just want to get your reaction to that.
I don't agree with any of that. I mean, I don't agree with they don't appreciate him. We broke box office records at Wembley. 94,000 people, not just for boxing, but broke all box office records. 60,000 people showed up on the 8th of December in winter, open air show. Who knew what the weather was going to be like? to see Tyson Fury. He's had 3 books, all gone to #1 in the UK. They've been all bought by Brits. He's got a series on Netflix, or had a series on Netflix. It's one of their highest rated ever programs, watched by Brits. He's appreciated. Everywhere he goes, he's appreciated.
So do you think we could see Tyson fight in the UK one more time?
We'll see what happens, but in the meantime, he's fighting on Saturday. There'll be a rematch, if there is a rematch. Then that will be here, and then there'll be, if he comes through that, and if AJ keeps winning and Tyson or both of the guys still want to fight, who knows, we may get that on next year.
AJ's here this week. I think he's already arrived, but I think he'll be doing stuff around the fight night. Is there always there in the back of your mind that if you get past this one, there is the AJ fight, or is it strictly undisputed Alexander Usyk Saturday night?
Don't even think about it. All I think about is Saturday night, the most important fight between the 2 best heavyweights in the world, to find out who is the best heavyweight in the world. And one of those heavyweights has beaten AJ twice.
Just finally, Frank, just a word on the undercard. I know it got minor criticism online when it first got announced, but it's absolutely colossal, isn't it? You've got Kakachi versus Joe Cordina. You've got the big rematch between Opatai and Brady. You've got Moses Atalma, Sanchez Caballero. It's fantastic, isn't it?
You've got 2 heavyweights, 24-0, both of them, fighting each other. And people are criticising it. I mean, do me a favour. Don't watch it if you don't like it. It's really simple. You either want to watch it or you don't want to watch it. And I know that people want to watch it.
Excellent, Frank. I'm sure a lot of people will be tuning in Saturday night. Ring of Fire, the undisputed, the one we've all been waiting for.
Watching history being made live before your eyes.
Frank Warren, thank you very much.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.